Is going on, boys and girls? It's Brendan from Market Makers, your home for Wyckoff and Advanced Fibonacci TA. Welcome to the show, everybody. We got to decode these markets. Let's see if we can figure out where the bleeding will stop. Guys, I have to tell you, for Bitcoin, for these markets, this is not a bottom yet, okay? You know how I know? Because people still have hope. People are sending me screenshots saying so-and-so, saying 100K, 200K, 350K, 1 million. When people are doing that, they still have hope. I think right now, I have to check with Ricardo, but I believe that there's more longs than shorts in the market. This is not the bottom. Now, that doesn't mean we won't get a rally, but this is not the bottom of the bear market. True bear markets, guys, welcome to the bear market, crypto people, by the way, because in equities, we're very familiar with bear markets over 20 years of trading now, trading the last two bubbles. But I can tell you, crypto, remember, Bitcoin's whole lifespan has been in the longest bull run in stock market history. So welcome to an equities bear market. This is when equities behave like altcoins. It's a lot of fun to trade. We had some big movements today in the equities. We're going to cover everything today, guys. And this video is going to be brought to you by BITGET, where we trade all the cryptos. Private tournament is July 1st, guys, so download BitGet with the link in the video description. 5 people will win $1,000. Love for you guys to try out the platform. It's an incentive to get you to try it out. It helps the room. It helps me. Would appreciate your support if you do want to trade. And SimpleFX, where we trade everything else, guys, these equities, commodities, and Forex. They give you up to a $5,000 deposit bonus. The tutorial for SimpleFX is right there in the video description. And of course, guys, try out our Discord, try out our Telegram. Our Discord, if you want TA live streams, 10,000 people have joined now over the course of a year since we opened it. So we have 10,000 people on the server. I think you would love it. And if you just want trade signals, use the Telegram link. All of that good information in the video description. To join the Discord, it's the join button right underneath this video, fully integrated with YouTube. So what happened today in equities, guys? Bear market. We still have hope in the market. That's why you get this rally. This is why we long the S&P to capture this rally, okay? We longed it. We made a double top. And guys, how many times have you heard me talk about 4-hour time frame, 200, 233? You never see me use any other moving averages other than a trend-based moving average, but you never see me use it because these are the most important in a bear market, okay? 200, 233, 4-hour time frame. S&P came up, kissed it one time, got a double top, fell down. All these markets are trying to base now, okay? They're trying to base. So we'll see if this holds. If this doesn't hold and they do roll down more tomorrow, we got to watch Bitcoin, guys. We're going to cover that. And if you guys are looking at this gorgeous MFI here, so Fractal Trade 15, as you guys know, he makes a lot of indicators. He made this TGMA. He makes advanced volume. You can type that into TradingView, advanced volume. I use a lot of his indicators. He's a member in our room. He heard me complaining about the MFI indicator, the money flow index. It's a volume weighted RSI. I don't like any of them in TradingView. So you went ahead and made this for me, okay? So this is going to be a private indicator for everybody that joins the Discord or joins the Telegram. I'll be publishing it there within the next 24 hours. I just put it on my charts. I am trying it out. I absolutely love it. This measures money flow in and out of an asset. There's a price volume calculation, whereas the RSI only does a price calculation. So it's a fantastic indicator. Using it the same way the RSI, divergences, you can have different trading strategies with it. So definitely a nice little perk to come join the room. And let's go ahead and talk about this. So that's the S&P, guys. The S&P went down 2%. The NASDAQ went down 3.25%. And the NASDAQ's doing the same thing. You're going to see a lot of symmetry in the market. I mean, look at the NASDAQ. 4-hour time frame, pumped above the 200, made a double top, got between the 200 and 233, descended, okay? The Russell, right? The red-headed stepchild. The Russell kind of has a double top type structure and also fell down, also trying to base. Tomorrow is going to be key to see if they hold this base or if they do start rolling back down, coming to further down support. Now, again, guys, talking about the bear markets, we are in phase 1 of the bear market. You've heard me say before, we're going to at least do one more leg, at least. Right now, the S&P is down roughly 19, 20%. We're going to at least do one more leg, most likely 2 more legs. Remember, the last 2 bubbles, the S&P got cut in half. Both bubbles, and it went down, I think about 37% during the pandemic. The only reason it got stopped at minus 50% in the last two bubbles was because the Fed stepped in. The Fed can't step in now. They can't bail the markets out by cutting rates. We're raising rates. So phase one of the current bear market, guys, is adjusted for the rate hikes. This is prices being pulled down. Remember how closely Bitcoin tracks the tech. Prices being pulled down because rates are being raised. The price of business, the cost of doing business, the price of money is going up. Therefore, stocks are falling. Now, I say this is phase one because most companies still haven't even reduced earning projections for next year. Wait till that happens. That's phase two. That'll be your next leg down when they actually start reducing earnings. And as a matter of fact, Goldman just came out for the S&P, and they basically have the S&P finishing flat, plus or minus 5% for the end of this year. And if I hear one more person on the business news say, recession's not our base case. Recession's not our base case. They keep talking about a recession, maybe 2023, 2024. Guys, reality check. We had a negative GDP print last quarter. We may be in a recession right now. Atlanta Fed 2 weeks ago updated this projected GDP print to be 0%, which would be a recession. We may be trading in a recession right now. So watch when that news comes out, because when that shoe drops in July, if we are in fact in a recession now, you're going to see everything react very quickly. Plus, the Fed will be raising rates going into a recession, which means that we are a strong candidate for stagflation. For those of you that are younger that aren't familiar with what stagflation is, that's high prices, low economic growth, and growing unemployment. Couple of market facts I want to give you, because you hear people talk about soft landings. I promise I'm getting to Bitcoin. You hear people talk about soft landings. 2 market facts for you. Whenever inflation has been above 5%, there's never in the history of our country been a soft landing. We are at 8.6%, okay? The other fact is, whenever inflation has been above 5%, inflation has never been tamed, brought back down as close to zero as possible without the rate being raised above inflation. This is why Paul Volcker in 1980, 13.5% inflation, jacked rates up to 20%. We have 8.6% inflation. We have 1.6% rate, okay? Those are 2 facts you will not hear on the business news, because that's a business, guys. You're not going to give Goldman money. You're not going to give Chase money. You're not going to give these funds money if they tell you, hey, by the way, stocks may get cut in half from here, from where we're at now. Nobody's going to give them money. So everything's always going to be polished and the best the best optimistic scenario possible. Let's jump into the weekly. So the weekly, guys, I want to show you this again, because this is where I believe those big, vicious bear market rallies, where everybody is all bulled up right now, all those longs in the crypto market, all the people buying their favorite stocks. Turn on CNBC, guys, during the day. I'm picking quality. I heard somebody say 2 weeks ago, I'm buying Nike. Nike, yeah, their guidance hasn't come out yet, but it's going to be a good pick. I think Nike dropped 6-7% today. So, these are professionals that do this for a living. So again, just be aware of the market we are trading in. Don't let biases get in your way. Just understand where we're trading. So what we're doing here, guys, I expect a big bounce to come off to 200, 233. This puts the S&P basically has to come down almost another 8% from where it's at. And that gives you about 3,500 on the S&P, okay? That could be where your big bear market rally is. Remember, 47 of the 50 biggest up days happened in bear markets in stock market history. Same with the NASDAQ, guys. Just going to grab a measurement. We're going to jump over to Bitcoin. So measurement here, let's go ahead and check this. This gets you to about 10,850, 10,900 to get to the 200, 233. And that's about another 6%. So this is really just 2 bad days away. Okay, this is 2 bad trading days away on the NASDAQ, maybe 2 or 3 on the S&P to get to this. And then you could see your bottom, and then you'll see everybody flip. Everybody who's been remaining bullish, this was just a correction. Everything's fine. It's that meme with the dog and the fire in the house, right? Everything's fine. They don't have no reality about what's happening in the world. Okay, no reality about what's happening in the world, what's happening with inflation, what's happening with everything. It's all just your own personal bias. I knew this was a correction. I'm going to go buy Peloton. That'll be a good investment. And then the stock's going to go up. The market's going to go up. And guys, it's going to roll over in the next leg down will begin. Let's go ahead and look at some Bitcoin charts. So let's look at the 8-hour. 8-hour, guys, showed you this dragon. Let's look at the money flow here. Money flow is negative, as you can see, and then you can see we have the dragon pattern here, a bearish pattern, fell through a whole 55, which is also bearish. We're looking for price to descend here. Now, we can throw this in Wyckoff as well. You can see we have this Wyckoff trading range, but guys, what you need to see here, this bottom line, this is dragon patterns appear on double tops and double bottoms. They're trend continuation patterns, my favorite pattern, okay? So this is a classic dragon pattern double top. If Bitcoin gets more bearish and comes down to this green line, the base of Wyckoff, 19,751, you are completing a double top pattern. You see this? Now, I don't do measured moves because measured moves never work out in my opinion. So let's do the way that I like to trade with the trend-based fib. Measure that top, the B to C to D, okay? And you can see this stuff start to line up magically. The one fib, 19,906. That green trigger line, 19,751, within $150 of each other. If you come down and break this, you're going to have a bias to come down. Look to land about 18,695. Guys, if you lose that, you could be revisiting those lows. That 17K number that you put in, 17,500, depending on your exchange. That's where you could be going. Now, that's if the markets continue to sell off. If the markets hold their base, you may just see Bitcoin come down and either just start coming back up from here or come down and try to hold this one fib at 19,906, okay? So we'll have to see how that plays out, but this is a bearish pattern on an 8-hour time frame, powerful time frame, 8-hour time frame, and you have a really classic double top that's appearing here, okay? And the money is, everything's negative here. The volume is still very low. The money flow is bearish. Let's look and see what else we have here. I want to see if the volatility is compressing at all. I haven't checked that in a while. Nah, it's still expanded. Still very expanded in the volatility. It's a reverse engineered RSI. And let me look at the, what else do we have here? Oh, Ichi. That's what I wanted to see. 8-hour time frame Ichi. So pretty close to the cloud, actually. I thought we'd be a little bit further away. So what you can see here happen, guys, you've seen this enough now. You guys know the score. If we can hold this base at 19,000 and just start doing this up and down, the normal Bitcoin thing that we like to see, this will start to tuck in. Okay, that would start to tuck in, get narrow, and that's when you start looking for an ability to rally out. Now, I did watch the markets today, by the way. So Bitcoin started rolling after the Russell. The Russell started rolling after the NASDAQ. Now, that's just an observation. It's anecdotal. I did see it today. I don't know if that'll happen again, but Bitcoin was also more depressed than the Russell. The Russell actually wicked through its 200 and 233 on the weekly, and Bitcoin has yet to challenge that in recent time frame. So just something to consider. 4-hour time frame, guys. Money flow, we are still very bearish here. Volume, again, the volume, I mean, these are the candles you want on the 4-hour time frame, right? Action candles. These are the candles that you have. So that's what we're looking at here. Have this in Wyckoff as well. Have my zigzag line. That's resistance to the rise right now. I mean, everything is going to be pretty bearish as far as what we're looking at. And you can see the double top here as well, right? You see the double top structure. Just like that, okay? On the 4-hour, on the 8-hour, it's very present, and Bitcoin is drifting slowly down towards it. Got to watch those markets tomorrow. If those markets do sell off like they did today, Bitcoin's going to test that support at that one fib, okay? And if it does break it, again, just look for that move down, okay? We could be coming back down at some point maybe this week to revisit that 17K, get some type of double bottom type action here, testing it again, and then that could be their move up. If the indices are also moving down to the weekly time frame to that 200, 233, that could be the start of the rally for next week. But, you know, who knows? I'm just throwing that out there. So 4-hour, let's go ahead and get an update on Ichi, and I'll wrap this video up quick for you guys. I know I talked a lot. I'm sorry. So let's look at Ichi really quick. Lots of things to say, guys. It's just me and 2 dogs today watching business news and charting and trading. So, Ichi's actually, look at the narrow spot. You see that? Look at that. You have that weak spot right here, okay? So if you can come down, hold that base, do your accumulation thing, and try to punch through here, that would be good. If not, this is going to look to push you out the bottom, okay? I just drew a lot on this, but this will look to push you out the bottom. If you just drift like this up and down, this is going to try to drop you out of here, okay? So you do have to come back in here and try to challenge this to break through here on the 4-hour time frame. That's like July 1st. Right there, the narrowest part, the Kumo twist, resistance flipping to support. You were flipping to support because you had price rise, right? And you got an up thrust in the Wyckoff range. You didn't get out, make your base. And I went over Wyckoff ranges in yesterday's video. Actually, I liked yesterday's video. I covered a couple different topics. So if you guys didn't watch that, definitely check that video out. I think it has a lot of educational components to it. All right, guys, that's it for today. You guys have a good evening. Again, this is going to be a late video, so you'll probably see it tonight or tomorrow. And happy trading, everybody. Go ahead and comment and subscribe and like, please. I will answer all the comments that I can. Thank you guys so much for your support. Talk soon, everybody.